Welcome back. This is project 2 of a series of SketchUp projects that I'm demonstrating. So we're going to start with the simple template, or you can start with the project 1 template if you'd prefer. So we're going to hit simple inches. And then the project that we're working on looks like this. I'm going to attach or link a PDF copy of this from Google Drive into the description so you can follow along when you decide to do this, if you decide to do this. So it's basically just 3 cubes linked together with a little depression here up at the top. So we're going to go over the copy command with this, and then we'll also cover how to merge solids together. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete her. And then we're going to start with the lower left corner solid. So this is 1.5 by 1.5 by 1 inch tall. So we'll do a rectangle. I'm going to place the bottom left corner at the origin, and then we'll type in the dimensions. So 1.5. And I'm just typing this down at the bottom left, or bottom right rather. And then another 1.5. There we go. And you'll have to zoom in because this template's designed for much larger projects. So I'm panning the view with my wheel on my mouse and moving up and down. Okay. And then let's go ahead and give this a thickness or height. So we're going to go 1 inch. And then we need to figure out the distance between the cubes. So we're going to do our guideline here. And I'm just going to do a guide at 3/4 inch distance. That's this distance right here. Okay, let's grab the cube, copy it. So this is how you copy. I'm going to click on my start point and get it moving. And then as soon as it starts moving, I'm going to hit the control key and it'll make a duplicate of it. So there is no copy tool over here. Instead, you use the move tool with the control key. And there is our copy. Okay, and then I'll delete the guides. Let's go ahead and save this while we're thinking about it. So we're going to put this under my YouTube video, actually my SketchUp projects. So we'll call this one project number 2. Have to call it something, right? Okay, so now let's do the next shape. So this one is going to be 2.25 deep along this axis, okay? And then it's a total height of 2, and the width is going to be 1/2 plus 3/4 plus 1/2, which is 1 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to draw this out in open space because I want to show you how to union or combine solids together. So we're going to go a width of 1 3/4, comma, and then a depth of 2.25. There we go. And then we'll give it a height of 2. Now, we need to convert all these into their own solid. So the way you do that, it's actually a fairly straightforward process, is you pick the solid or the elements that you want to create as a solid, and then you right-click and hit Make Group. You can also do a component, which we'll get into later, but we're going to do a group. So now this is all one single element. And then we'll do the same thing with these other 2 solids, or other 2 cubes. So right-click Group. There is no command over here, by the way. You have to right-click. And then right-click again, Group. So now we have 3 solids here. This way, you can also click on the solid, and then over here, it tells you the volume. Without that, you wouldn't know the volume. And then if you want to ungroup something, you just do the reverse. You click on it, right-click, explode. See, so now I'm back to individual surfaces here. Okay, so let's go ahead and make it into a group. And then you can also modify this without exploding it just by double-clicking on it. See, so everything else grays out, and now you can make modifications. Okay, I'm not going to do that because these are the right sizes. So to get out of editing mode, just click away from the group. All right, so we need to figure out where we're going to place the center line of the front edge. So let's do this. This will probably be the easiest way of doing it. So I'm going to draw a line from midpoint in the group to midpoint. Okay, just temporary line there. Then I'm going to grab this group, and then I'm going to grab this group. I had to pause for a sec. I'm going to grab it by its midpoint and then drag over here. So now we have intersecting groups. And now I can delete that line that I don't need. Let me do this. There we go. That got it. Okay. Now you're going to see that this is not it's overlapping, I should say. So this is overlapping. We want it to be one continuous solid. So we have some tools up here called solid tools. So you have outer shell, which is the one we're going to use. You have intersect, which creates a solid where intersection happens. Then you have union, subtract, trim, and split. Okay, so we're going to use the outer shell. So I'm going to select the first solid. See, it has a little number 1 next to it. And then the second solid. And then the other solid. Okay, so now you can see here that this is all one big group. All right. So before it was overlapping solids. Now they're all intersecting one another. Okay, so let's click away. Now this is all one group. If we wanted to, we could explode. So then we can get back into modifying individual surfaces. See? Or you could have left it a group. Let me undo what I just did here. There we go. Undo again. Oops, redo. I guess I can't undo that, sorry. So let's make it into a solid again. Oh, error message. My fault. So let's go to solid, click here, click here, click here. Okay, so you can union as many solids as you want together. All right, now let's do the depression up at the top. So according to our drawing, this is 1/2 over, 1/2 over, 3/4 up, 3/4 down. So let's put in some guidelines here. Now I'm going to keep this as a group, so I'm going to double click on it to get into the editing mode. So now these changes will happen as part of this group. So I'm going to come from the back, 3/4, and then from the front, 3/4. The side is 1/2, and this other side is 1/2. There we go. So now we have a layout that we can use for our pencil or line tool. There we go. And then we'll bring that down 1/4. And then I'm going to delete my guides. And then I'm done editing the project. So I'm going to click away. And there you have it. And it's a good idea to check to make sure that you don't have any interior lines, which we don't. So I went into this mode here, X-ray mode. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. Great. Okay. Don't forget to save. And there you have it. Thanks.